Welcome to Fabric Monday. Today we'll talk about the new feature Convert to Table on the Microsoft Fabric user interface. So let's talk about it. Here you can see a data lake. I have some tables and files, and there are two sets of files that are not converted to tables: the dimension city and the fact sale. Both dimension city and fact sale are not converted to table. Usually, as it's included in many walkthroughs, we use a notebook to make this conversion. We use a notebook with PySpark to make the conversion from the files area to the tables area in a data lake. Usually. But now we have a new feature. The new feature that we have is a UI feature to make the conversion and load a set of data as a table. So we can load this set of data, like the dimension city folder, as a new table or in an existing table. These two options means that I can create a new table, or I can repeatedly execute this process to include more and more data inside an existing table. So I have these two options. So I can choose new table, dimension city, and I choose the file type I'm loading Parquet files on the source, and the new Delta table will be created on the tables area. So let me load the data. That's it, it's loading dimension city from the files area to the tables area. But usually when we use a notebook to make this loading, we have many configurations to make to configure the optimization of the writing of the tables. Yes, we have. That's why on the last Fabric Monday, we talked about the Spark configuration and how we can set this configuration on the workspace level. By setting this configuration on the workspace level, when we make the load through the UI, this configuration is automatically set and will be used for the load through the UI as well. And you already can see the dimension city, the new table, loaded in this example. I can repeat the process for the fact sale. And it's interesting, dimension city loaded with the same name of the folder, fact sale, not fact sale. The table will be called only fact sale. So I load the fact sale table, and in the same way, it's using the Spark configuration set on the workspace level, as we talked on the previous Fabric Monday. So one thing leads to another. We configure on workspace level, and we can use UI features with the correct configuration on the Spark level. And that's it, and the fact sale table is here, prepared for us. And we can take a look on the files related to the fact table. We can use the view files option, and you'll see the Parquet files located here. Well defined here, the Parquet files for the fact table. Okay, but this is a common sample used by Microsoft in many walkthroughs. Maybe you remind that this sample makes a fact table partitioned. This fact table could be partitioned according to date, according to year, quarter, month. Could we do the same using the UI? No. Just no. We can't do the same on the UI. If I use the UI, one limitation is that I can't create custom table partitions. If I still need custom table partitions, I need to use a notebook. So let's see an example of this. To see an example of this, we'll need to drop the table that we just created, drop the fact sale that we just created. So I'm using a drop table here. That's it. We can return to the first window, make a refresh, and the fact sale is not there anymore. So I can execute this code block on a notebook and have the fact sale created again, and this time partition it. So the execution is completed, so the table is already created. If we make a refresh here again, we will see the fact sale table here available. And now if we take a look on view files, we see the partitioning of the delta table by year and quarter. So the delta table is partitioned by year and quarter in this example. Let's talk a bit more about the difference that we just saw between using the UI and using a notebook. Difference between using the UI and using a notebook. Using the UI, we can't use custom configurations directly on every execution. The configurations are controlled on the workspace level. We set the configurations once on the workspace level and that's it. On a Spark notebook, we have custom writing options or writing configuration options on every execution. Then, no table partitioning available using the UI, but if we use a Spark notebook, table partition is available. Using the UI is a manual process, we do it manually to import those set of files, and using a Spark notebook we can schedule the Spark notebook, creating a repeatable process. It's not about which one is the best or not, it's about when to use each one. There will be situations for the use of each one, or make the conversion easily using the UI, or using Spark Notebook to convert a set of files to tables. That's it for today. See you on next Fabric Monday.